So we
are live. Yeah.
Usually it takes a couple of seconds.
Yeah, but it's good to be back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sun is shining.
We are managing our tech here, and it's getting more and more advanced because we will have guests today, and they will come in later. And we have a title for what we do: State of the Donation.
Yep.
It's not as big as in other countries, but I think we're making good progress. And let me introduce a little bit what we are talking about today, and so that we can move ahead. And here in my next slides, we will have guests from, as you said, we are raising money for the platform crowdfarming.com to sponsor actually food being brought to Poland for supporting Ukraine and the people in need. This means Isabella, who is actually taking care of communication in that, and the founder, Antonio, actually they will join us through Skype. Hope everything goes well with the tech here. And then we will talk a little bit about crowd farming and crowd giving. And this is very much also our kind of thing, because HORAGE is a little bit born from the crowd. Yes, we want to hear from, of course, the situation in Poland, and because Antonio has been there, and we can get a first-hand impression on what's going on there. We talk about the money we have raised so far. There is still in the first 5 days, and how long it will go. And then we do some shopping and buy the things which they advise to us.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
I mean, I buy crowd farming products since the beginning of the pandemic, because I became a professional smoothie maker. So it's every day, every week or every 2 weeks we get some stuff, and I really don't want to miss that. And it's a good occasion to do this for a good cause. Do we have tone? Do people? Yeah, they see it. Huh? Okay.
Yeah,
obviously it looks
here.
good.
Yeah.
We are just checking the YouTube comments also at the same time.
Arthur, good to see you back again.
Yeah, a friend from Poland. We have a friend here. We need to show that. Obviously, that's his gift to us.
Yeah.
A clock from one of our. He's from Poland now. He's living in Europe, so you're with us. And then what's next? Yeah. So I think we are getting into the slides.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody knows, for the ones who are new to our life here, that I call it the Zeitenwende. That was the German Chancellor was talking about that. For me as a German, that's a pretty serious exercise, because we had the Second World War and it was started by Germans. So that's not a very good thing. And now we are looking into the third. And I call it the 224. It's like the 9/11 event for us, and we need to do everything to make sure that we protect freedom in Europe. I think it's fundamentally important, and we are in the watch business. Yeah, everybody knows that, and perhaps people thought, it's not the time to talk about that, but watches can be a force of good, and they should be. And in general, I said that I think when people have also some fun in life, they probably tend not to shoot each other as quickly as if life is miserable and things like this. So we really need to do something here. And for the ones who know how we put the money together, so we have people know us for that watch, for that product. It's called Supersede, and the samples we are making right now, and these are the samples here. That's the real thing.
Wrist shot for two.
The wrist shot, we can do that later. And these 6 watches, usually when you go through a production and a very early product, you have sample watches, and these sample watches we actually donate, and people can donate money on them from 1 to 1,000 Swiss francs. This means it's not an elitarian exercise. You don't need to be a millionaire to be part of that. You can spend $1 or $5, and it all goes to a good cause, and that makes sense. So target is to raise as much as we can, and this will run until 5th of April. So still enough time.
Just over 1 more week to go.
Yeah. And now I think we should shift to our guests, and I will switch the screen. They're waiting in the background. So now we have this guest vertical. So that's Antonio. It works, it seems.
Yeah.
So hi, say hello, and
hi everyone. How's it going?
So also Isabella, you just probably say something, then the screen will switch.
Oh, okay.
We try that.
There you are.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
continue
well.
talking.
Hi, everyone.
So both you are sitting in Madrid at the moment,
Yes, exactly, Madrid.
and we have started to talk to each other because we know crowd farming, and we actually have this passion for it. I need to bring me back here into the screen. Sorry, the watch doesn't talk to you. And it's very interesting, I think, because from our perspective, people who know us a little bit, they know that we also have been kind of founded or born through crowdfunding in the Kickstarter time. In 2008, Kickstarter was around, and we used it extensively to show ourselves to the world. And I understand, probably you want to explain a little bit where crowd farming, when it was started, and the motivation behind it. So that would be interesting to hear.
Absolutely. Yeah, so crowd farming started a little bit after, as we were talking about before, after the 2008 crisis. Two of the founders, Gonzalo and Gabriel, the brothers, they had a farm in Valencia. They still have the farm, the orange farm in Valencia, that belonged to their family, and they were both from different backgrounds, not from farming backgrounds, but they started like regaining life back to the farm, and they realized that they were getting very little for the oranges that they produced. And Gonzalo had previously lived in Germany. He did his Erasmus there. So he was like, why not send the oranges directly to people in Germany, and to households in general elsewhere in Europe. And that's how the idea started. And then the crowd farming idea started because he was like, well, since people are so interested in the oranges, what about putting trees up for adoption, and then you pay a price or a cost to maintain the tree, and as a return you get the oranges from your adopted tree. You can name it, go visit it, and people just really embraced the idea, and it's been a huge success since then. Other farmers in the area wanted to join in as well. So that's how they created crowd farming. So crowd farming, the farm is called Naranjas del Carmen, the one that Gonzalo and Gabriel own in Valencia. And since other farmers wanted to join in, that's when they created crowd farming. And crowd farming really started with citrus farms mostly. Other products started joining in after, but it was mostly oranges. And yeah, since when I started crowd farming about almost 3 years ago, we were about 25 almost people at the office, 25, 30 people. And now we're about almost hitting that 180 people working at crowd farming, and it's grown immensely. It's really been a great success, and yeah, we're so happy.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that, because I'm always happy when I get a box in front of my door.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. Even me working in crowd farming, every time I receive a box.
Creating and broadcasts.
Okay, so we're back. Live again. Hey, Andy. Does it look like it?
It looks like. Just trying to figure out where.
Yeah, there we are. Yeah.
But
so,
I'm missing Antonio.
Okay, so we had some technical difficulties. Andy is just gonna get some things set up here on the computer. We haven't had that happen before, but we're living in the computer age, and fortunately these things happen. We are meeting today with Isabella and Antonio from crowd farming, and just prior to us getting cut out here, we were speaking with Isabella, and she was giving a little backstory on crowd farming, and I have a few questions for her in a few moments.
Can you say something, Isabella, just that I see if I...
Yeah.
I hear your voice. It might be that I cannot fit you in the window because I don't find the source, so I'm faking that now a little bit. So
okay. So
I'm showing my Skype window, and you continue talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and I will play around with the other stuff, and Landon is guiding it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were talking about crowd farming before we got cut off there, but you and I connected. I reached out to you and asked a lot more about what you were doing, let you know what we were interested in doing, and I also learned about crowd giving. And can you tell a little bit about crowd giving as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So crowd giving started because, well, obviously we help all the farmers that are on our platform. They They farm organically, and some of them are even switched into organic, and that takes a lot of effort and money and time. And crowd farming also assists them with that, because they're able to sell their products directly. They set the price, so they're able to pull through, farming organically in their projects. But we wanted to do more, and especially this idea of doing more started with the whole COVID crisis. And then now when the whole issue with Ukraine happened, that's when we know we needed to jump in and set this project to start. And crowd farming actually was put together in a week. So it was a lot of work from many teams that was involved. And in a week, we set up the landing page for all the projects that are going to be involved, and we figure out all the logistics and finances that went behind it, and we put the project live, and it was a great success. Everyone embraced it very well from our community, and we've been able to send already a lot of donations to the border of in Poland. And yeah, that's how it all started. We really wanted to see what we could do further than what we were already doing as a company and our values. And that's how crowd giving came to life. And yeah, we're very excited. It's something that it's not going to end here. We're going to help the whole issue with Ukraine for as long as we can. And then this is going to be a project that's gonna be ongoing for many, many more years, hopefully, with other issues that come up in the future. We want to be there to help as well.
Yeah, and it's also you're helping in two different sides. You're helping people in need, but you're also helping independent organic farmers able to get their produce to market, direct to consumers. So it's really, I think it's an incredible initiative that you guys have taken on. And that's why I asked about the crowd giving, because my hope was, and you'd answered it, that it's going to continue on into future projects, into the future, and we'll be able to take part and do more in the future with you. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
absolutely.
So as you see, I'm back with the tech, it seems.
Yeah.
And this is Antonio, obviously being having been in Poland recently. Probably he can explain to us a little bit what is the situation, or what did you see there or feel there?
And also, we got his title wrong at the beginning, so please explain, Antonio, your role at crowd farming, and okay. We'll start off from there.
Yeah. So, well, I'm Antonio. Hi, I can say.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Hello. At crowd farming, basically, I'm the person in charge of launching new initiatives that we do in crowd farming. That would be, for example, like the business line, opening new geographies, new countries. Training teams for farmers in other countries or in other parts of Europe. And crowd giving was one of these projects that came just one morning on Monday. Gonzalo, the CEO, told me to take a plane, go to Poland, and find organizations and set up like the logistics to make sure that all that food was going to be well used, and it was not going to be like food waste. So just like making sure that we were channeling and we were partnering with the right people. So I spent like a week in the border and in Warsaw, in Brazil, America, which are like these places where the refugees arrive, and that we all see every day in the news, all the pictures of the trains and everything. And I met like several NGOs and organizations assessing like which was like their operations. We're talking of like fresh food. Sometimes like people donate rice, which we also have at crowd giving, but we were very worried about like getting very flexible and very efficient logistics partners, so the food could reach the refugees. And we're working with the Warsaw Food Bank. The refugees usually enter at Medica, and they take a train to other parts of Poland, to Krakow, Lublin, or Warsaw, among other places, and then they stay in these facilities that they are, I don't know, sport facilities or schools or public buildings that they accommodate, no, like the Polish people accommodate for them, and that's where the food is going. We will get like some pictures over the next weeks. When I went there, actually, like the priority was to set up like the operation, not a lot of media
No.
gathering or materials.
Of course.
So they're gonna send them right now. So yeah, I mean, it's working, and we can say that actually, like it takes from the tree to Poland, it takes like 3-4 days, which is it's quite impressive in terms of like logistics. When you pick up an orange or a fruit in a supermarket in Central Europe, usually it has been like for 2-3 weeks
Somewhere in transit, yeah.
Somewhere like in warehouses with cold chain. Sometimes they wax them, they treat them with gases, and these ones are getting to the border of a war country in 5 days, 4 or 5 days, depending on complications that we're having here in Spain due to a strike and everything. But 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, that's really good to hear. What are some of the organizations that the food is going to? You mentioned, I believe, one of them, but you'd also talked to us just beforehand. There's a famous chef that's working as well, and so maybe we jump into that as well.
Yeah. So we are working with 2 of them. One at the border, which is called World Central Kitchen. That NGO is from this Spanish chef called Jose Andres. He's based in US and is US funded, and basically what they do is to provide like meals for people arriving at the border across all the borders. Like they are in Moldavia, in Romania, in Poland. They are like in several cities, in several places. They have like it's a quite an impressive operation, and that they have managed to set up in less than 2 weeks. So we are sending food trucks to their logistic center in Prince Mill to the border. So that will be more all the dry products like the rice. We also send some fruit. But where they are, and the other one is the Warsaw Food Bank that works with all these supplying food to all these facilities where the refugees. I don't know how to call them actually. I don't know if they are like refugee camps or
refugee shelter thing. Yes. But it's crazy. I mean, in Poland, Poland needs to do the majority of the work, and it's amazing to see that the people are so open. I hope Europe stick together and it stays like that. I mean, this thing will not be over probably soon. I guess not.
Yeah. No, it's very impressive what people in Poland are doing actually. They deserve like admiration from the whole from the rest of Europe, because it's just a lot of people and they are finding ways, and I don't know. It's very impressed. I was very impressed by the solidarity of Poland as a country, as a society.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, so good. So let's see.
Yeah.
We don't want to take too much of your time, and I think we should get a little bit further now and see where we are right now from our side, because we have started this already some time ago. I will jump back into the presentation mode here. There's a little window which I don't want to have there. So, okay. So currently we are somewhere plus 500 donors We have, within the Supersede 1 fundraiser, we have
570.
570,
Yep.
so continuing. I always get an email, with every donation I get an email. Nice, you got an order.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like doing drugs, If nothing is coming, say, well, we need to post a little bit more social media, I guess.
Yeah. Get more.
So we are beyond 20,000 now for that one, and
Yeah.
we also have decided, because the whole idea comes from another project which we did last year,
In September.
a charitable project,
August.
and
Yeah.
there was some. We also raised more than 20,000, and 10,000 of it was sponsored already and given away. But there was still some 10,000 which we can use up, and redirected it for this, because we thought it's more appropriate and more useful doing it now. So at the end of the day, currently we are standing at 30,000, and we are doing bets on how much we can raise.
Yeah, we want to fill up a truck. I mean,
Yeah.
Antonio, we were wondering how much food can we fit in a truck?
I have the data here, but I can't answer the question right now. But I can send it to you. I can send it to you. It depends on the products, obviously.
Yeah, sure.
So
Rice, you can fit a lot of tons in the truck.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a 12 pallet.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you give me 2 minutes, I can take it out.
Yeah, you can
no
figure that
problem.
out, and we probably continue to do what we wanted to do. We are good in time. It's half time roughly, and I think we should go towards the website and do. We probably do that in 1 or 2 stages, and during the process we will show how actually it works, how to participate, because people can also go directly to your webpage and just donate a couple of boxes to this project. They don't need to go through us. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. And so we are here now and Isabella probably will guide us and help us to continue. When you are on the website, there's on top send food to refugees. So we will then see several farmers where it makes sense. We talked about what makes sense. Yes, oil is needed, obviously, because there's a lot of food preparation needed, and rice. So the crowd farming, and Isabella and Antonio, they ask the people there what they actually need, what do the organizations need, and it would make sense in larger volumes to buy the things they need. So I think rice and oil makes total sense.
What we are going to do today, just so everybody knows, because I don't think it's 100% clear, is we're actually going to do a live checkup. We're actually going to go through the shop here. Isabella's going to walk us through a little bit, as Andy had mentioned already, giving us some advice on which products are needed, because there's a specific page where there's produce and products available now that can go directly to Poland. Because if you go to the website, from my understanding, you can adopt trees, you can purchase food that's going to be shipping in months to come, and we're looking at purchasing things right now, and we wanted to spend a couple of thousand
right now.
Right
so
now,
then
and
we can make sure
the
that
ball
everything
rolling.
works, and then we will get a message from the bank and say, release the money, and then so we start that here now, and I think it's good to see how the whole thing works.
So Isabella, maybe say something, so we have you jump into the screen here, and you can kind of guide us through the process, and we'll start shopping here online, and everybody can see exactly what is needed and what we're putting in our shopping cart.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know if I'm in the screen right
now.
Now
You're in the screen.
So as Andy mentioned, right on top of the page, you'll see that Send Food to Refugees icon that you can click, and it'll take you to this landing page where we've set up a number of projects that can ship directly to the food bank in Ukraine. The price of the product that you see is placed by the farmer, so the farmer receives the price that he or she has set for the product, and as crowd farming, we take care of the logistics part of it. So as Antonio mentioned, one of the things that was important for crowd farming as well was being able to send us fresh products that sometimes are not really very easy to donate because they're perishable products. So that was also a big idea of crowd farming, was sending good quality fresh food. Also, we have rice and olive oil available on the landing, since a lot of these NGOs are preparing meals on site. So they need these products. So I think those would be good, a good 2 options. And then also if we want to get some fruit as well,
so
some
I put
oranges,
a couple of a couple of liters, 5 liters per thing, I think. So it's 50,
Yeah,
60.
5 liters.
So let's do a couple of that here, yeah, 2,500 or 3,000, yeah, that makes probably sense.
Yeah, 40, maybe 40 or 45.
45,
Yeah, 40, 45.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
is that good? All right, so we're gonna do
So
2,000
and
euros of
probably
olive oil.
he's
Yeah.
also one of the founders, correct?
He's one of the founders. It's him and his brother Gabriel that have the farm in Valencia, and that they started crowd farming, and basically and he also
and
has.
it's always something explained about where we get the stuff from. So it's very interesting. I also like very much when you get a box. I mean, not in this case probably, but when you get a box as a private, there's always a description what actually you're buying. So I really love this descriptions when we get this at home.
Absolutely. One of our pillars is to be as transparent as possible. So on their website, you can see a farmer page for each farmer, and it tells you a little bit about the farmer, their farming techniques, and the farm.
And we do 50, yeah.
50.
50 is a better number.
It's a good number.
5 is good.
250 liters of oil. So we started with oil, so we'll add that in the cart.
Add this to the cart, and then
we want to
let's see
continue
if tech
shopping.
and everything works. We continue shopping, obviously.
Yeah.
We make a big bill here. And we will check out with direct SEPA,
Up there
not
again.
having to lose so much credit card. So I need to go back to here then.
Yeah. And so.
And rice, obviously, yeah.
Rice.
That's what we talked about. 10 kilo bags. Let's see how we get here. What does 50 bags
Probably need
make?
more rice than oil. Or. No. What do you think, Isabel?
Yeah, well,
500
maybe
kilos?
more rice. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's do 100.
Let's do 1,000 kilos.
A ton.
Let's do 1 ton of rice.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of rice.
Good. Makes sense.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah. There
So
we go.
Here we are.
100. I like
Looks
that.
nice.
That's fun. That's my kind of shopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like buying for a restaurant, for a big one.
Yeah.
Continue shopping. And let's go back there.
It's orange season right now. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see an orange season, and then we're getting to the end of the avocado season. So maybe some oranges,
Oranges and
would be
avocado,
great too.
Yeah, good.
So there's 2 different types of oranges.
Yeah,
There's
tangerines
3 different
and
tangerines. How many tangerines should we get?
it's end of the season, and if there's a lot there left, how much should I put in there?
What's your recommendation?
I see the screen like that one. That one's very small. But
Let's go to
maybe
50, Andy.
50.
50
round
is
numbers.
good. Nice round number.
Round numbers are good.
Yeah. So there we go.
50
50.
boxes.
It's only
And then
670.
buy-
Is that enough?
It's oranges are probably underpaid.
Yeah.
And we talked about that in general. I think
Yeah,
people don't
yeah,
pay
we did.
enough. They don't pay enough money for food. Yeah, that's a general problem, I think, in our society.
Yeah, a lot of farmers even decide to,
Then we do tangerines.
they give up on selling their fruit because
Yeah.
they will see so little.
Yeah. It's a nightmare actually. I think people. I mean, in Switzerland, people pay obviously a little bit more for food because everything is more expensive and they're willing to pay more. But in Germany, it's like, Germany is a discount place. I'm a German guy, So okay, we put tangerines also in there.
And if anybody's in the comments and they want to say how much we should do, just let us know.
Tangerines also
Yeah.
end of the season, yeah.
Yeah.
It's also end of the season.
Yeah. So let us know in the
50
comments how much you
50
think we should do.
boxes there.
Yeah, 50 boxes there. 250 kilos.
And then we do
What other
get
stuff
back
here?
to avocado. We said, huh?
Yeah, we need avocados. What's the difference between the oranges on top and
Different
below?
farmer.
Different farmer?
Yeah, it's a different farmer, and yeah, it's just to add more orange projects in case
Yeah.
any of
Oh,
them
there's
runs
apples down
out.
there
I
too.
think it's fair. Everybody should.
Everybody should get some.
Everybody should. We have enough money to spend, so
Yeah,
that's not
so-
a problem here.
Let's get 50 boxes here.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah?
So the computer need to 50 here. It's a click exercise. Good. Hopefully the shopping cart doesn't hang up or something like that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
computers need time, we shouldn't overstretch them. They're a little bit like
And we've got
humans
some
sometimes.
apples,
They
a
have their
little
life
bit.
on their own.
Yeah.
Avocados, that's
Avocados?
rich stuff. Apples also.
I believe this. Yeah,
Is
this one
apples
was
ready already in
right?
Spain?
Let's see.
It's very early.
They have depending on the variety, they have different seasons.
Avocados, 50 boxes, huh?
Yeah.
Good.
Makes sense. That's a lot of avocados. 4 kilograms a box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
200 kilo.
Yeah.
By now. So that looks not too bad, huh?
Oh, we still have one more farmer. We have to do apples.
Yeah, apples. Then we
Yeah.
are at 10,000. That's what we wanted to spend today.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
And apples.
Apples, yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing that we can do that direct. It's, we are living in a pretty cool world. It's worth to protect that.
And this one coming from
The quantity
Italy.
there.
2.5,
50.
50.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
From Spain.
So let's do.
Where were the avocados from?
I think we can do a little bit more from Italy because the price relatively low. Well, let's do 50 now. So, where are we now?
Okay, let's see where we're at.
It's not
here.
the last time we do that.
Do you have
Okay.
more?
Okay, let's see grand total. We need to buy some more.
Yeah, we need
Still
to buy
buy
some
a
more.
grand.
Yeah,
We still have to buy 1,000. So let's
more rice
let's,
or more oil.
No,
or-
let's up the amount on the avocados and the oranges. Maybe we bring those up to. Yeah, they're pretty low numbers.
Yeah,
Maybe bring those up to like.
yeah,
Yeah.
they should get some more here.
Yeah. Antonio, there's somebody in the comments here. Arthur, our friend in Poland, he says, Antonio, all the best from Poland, Warsaw. It's very good to see a well-prepared help with the right partners. We have right now 2.3 million refugees from Ukraine and Poland. From our
That's very
point of
nice.
view, our nations have always
you.
mixed, so it's natural to help our
Thank you very
family
much.
in this situation. So
Yeah.
And it's life, that's what I like. I mean, we did a lot of things like this before, but that you really have this life is very different, and people really can hang in and say, okay, sometimes we have a tech problem, but we will get over that. I'll make 100 boxes here. And I think that's the future also, to get much more closer connected to the people who really take care of stuff and do things like you. And a great respect, I mean, going there and handling all that, because we have been in several charitable projects, and sometimes people are so super suspicious and you don't know actually what's going on. And having this direct line is
that you have
super
like the
valuable, I
right
think.
operations, so you don't waste money and food in this case, and it will be a pity just to assemble all this and then not being able to reach out the right people.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Reached it.
That's a
We're
bill.
somewhere at 10,000 right now, and I think we do a checkout.
yeah.
I don't know.
And
I don't know.
Is this the biggest order you've ever had?
It's
in
the
one
biggest
go?
one I've seen.
complete order.
Yeah.
Let's try to.
It's true.
Okay, well,
Okay.
hopefully the next one's going to be bigger. I mean, we already have another 22
So now
something.
we are
to-
sending that to the food bank, and we continue. We don't need to. Of course, it's a gift, but we don't need to write letters now, because you handle and we do direct debit. We decided to do that because otherwise there's a lot of payment fees. I mean, we know it because we get usually paid in credit card, and credit card is a sucker, to be honest. I mean, we pay 3% or
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
sometimes 4. We don't want to spend that money on
We don't want you
financial
to
transactions.
be losing.
So let me
yeah.
bring up the number here, which I need to put in. So,
Arthur in Poland has said they have a lot of apples in Poland.
so here is a bank account, Euro bank account. Let's see if all that works.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. We choose as a default.
Sure.
Add.
Where
Within
are
24.
we?
Should be okay, huh? Actually, it finds it
I
correctly.
don't think so.
Yeah.
What was the message that
Could
you
be the size of the
received that
order.
you got?
Maybe you guys have.
I don't know.
No.
And I press it again, the button. This action could not be completed. Please try
It
again within
could be the
24
size of
hours,
the
I guess. Thank you
order.
for your patience. Could be. But
Yeah.
anyhow, I mean, I will keep that shopping cart
Yeah.
like it is, and people get an idea of what we are doing, and we will get figured that out, and we are in touch. So the message to the people is that we obviously spend here now 10,000 euro for a first batch, and we will continue to do that, and we will continue to talk with you guys. Because I think you have an ongoing deliveries now, and we do it in the best possible way. You advise us what we need to do, and we send the money, and you help us to get things sorted. And if we get some nice picture when stuff arrives, that's fine for us. We don't need to make a big thing out of that. Important is that it arrives. Okay.
So yeah, afterwards, after we complete it, we'll post showing that that has been completed.
Yeah.
So everybody can see, and but that's how the crowd farming site works. So even if you don't want to donate through HORAGE, you can go directly to the site. If you want to purchase food in future times for yourself, and you also in that checkout you want to send a little bit over to Poland as well, you can do that too. You can split up the payments. So it's really an easy site to navigate around. And one of the other things I like are planning ahead for future food production. So you can adopt a tree, and you can actually get your food harvested directly from that tree. And from what I read, you can actually name the tree
and then
as well.
the farmer will print the name and hang it on the tree, and you can visit it. You can plan a visit. That's actually one of many people have already visited their adopted tree. Some people name it. If they give it as a gift, they name it after the person gifted, and it's always very nice when they get to visit it. It's always very special moment.
We got a message, by the way, from a customer.
No, we used to.
I was using the Euro account.
Yeah.
And one of the YouTube guys said you probably should use the Euro account.
No, the boss said. The boss said we have to use.
The boss said. I'm
boss
my
said,
wife. Okay. It is the Euro account. But we can
figure it out on our end.
I think it's on your side. It's on the platform side. You can check that out and we see and how it goes. But that's a fun shopping thing.
Yeah.
I like that. So far I think we are good to go, and we hope that as many people enter into that exercise and into that project, and who knows, 50.
And thank you to everyone that has been participating.
100,000.
That'd be really great.
That would be cool, yeah. Yeah, and the people have fun, doing that. We really see that engagement is super important. There are a lot of companies doing some stuff, but this is very you can participate, you can engage, and I think today raising awareness also for crowd farming when you have a part, how do you say, you can sponsor a tree. It's engaging, yeah. It's the stuff which we need to bring the people more together, and as I said, for me, this whole war is a complete nightmare. I'm a German, but at the end of the day, I'm a European, and the European values are super important. And everybody who's contributing something to that is doing something very good. And perhaps we all learn a little bit out of this it's sad that we need a war, to make people understand that that freedom is effectively very important and we should protect it. And and I also wanted to say something about this war, that at the end of the day, also Russian people are dying. They are soldiers. This is all no fun. Even if tanks are taken out or whatever, on the other side there are probably people who do not want to be in that war, and this destruction is crazy. So I hope we can do something good, and I really hope that we are not needed down the road. We are not needed to donate on a continuous basis, not because we don't want to do that, but because that would be a sign that this war is over. And the people can make a living by themselves, and perhaps crowdfarming.com is expanding in future into Ukraine, and it's a pretty big country doing pretty serious farming there, and this would be my wishes somehow, and we are coming to the end, I think.
So like we mentioned, we started the donation on March 22nd, and it's going to run until April 5th. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then after that we will collect the total amount. We need to tally up, prepare the format for the live show. It takes some time because it's a pretty advanced Excel exercise to make sure that everybody's order is allocated to a ticket. And then somewhere between the 6th and the 11th, we will be coming back to YouTube to do a live draw, and everybody will be able to see which 6 individuals will win one of these watches. And obviously we'll have the final tally of all the amounts that we're going to donate to crowd farming, and we can also go through and do a little bit of a live shopping cart again. And that's how the format's going to work for now. Antonio, Isabella, do you have anything else that you want to add here before we sign off today?
Both of you, especially London, that we connected first for planning this whole thing, and we're really appreciative of everything that's being done. And I think I can speak for the whole team that we're really thankful. So thank you to you for planning everything, and to everyone that has donated. For sure.
And I'm pretty sure we will visit you in Spain, you guys.
Yeah.
Because we will have an event next year.
Please
top secret.
come
Top
to the
secret.
office.
Top secret.
We can show you around, and
And
have
I'm
lunch.
looking so much forward to that. Sure. Yeah, and see all the projects you're working on. I heard before that you're working on some interesting stuff, and I hope that when you expand the company for that, this makes sense. It's not just this classic tech company doing some just another social media platform.
You can touch it
about
for
new
sure.
stuff what you're doing, and that's very interesting. Yeah. Like every day in the morning, I get my oranges. I mean, now summer is coming. It's getting a little bit more difficult with oranges, so I should need to shift to other fruit. But by the way, there are some mangoes coming from your platform.
Those are always
top
good.
notch.
I love that.
And I'm married to a Taiwanese woman. They know what good mangoes are, and said, "Wow, they have so good mangoes in Spain." I can't imagine, because Taiwanese are very suspicious on the quality of mangoes. But they passed. Your farmer passed. Okay, so we leave you alone, and thank you very much. And we probably will continue.
Thank you so much.
Phase out that live, and thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. So here we are.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole tech stuff.
Yeah. Sorry about the hiccup earlier on, everybody. I mean, we had a computer completely crash. The screen went blue, and there was
blue screen
counting.
on Windows. Blue screen on Windows is not a good sign. You don't want to have that. But this software, OBS, thanks to it actually recognized that it need to continue broadcasting, that it can pick that up again. And so, it's super exciting to talk to the people and to, it's so real. Mm-hmm. It's not just, as I said, this whole video stuff and the whole tech involved, it shows the end of distribution as we knew it, from the first mile directly to where you need that. And that's interesting. It is hard because real products involved, but they are doing a very good job. And when tech hits farming, obviously you get something like that.
And the pandemic actually helped people realize that that is a viable option today. We saw it
And
with
then
watches.
you sit
and
in
we saw
front
it
of a
with food.
computer,
Yeah.
you know, and you can have cameras around and you can have a live experience, which is hard to replicate in any other way, I think. That's why I'm getting a fan of all these cameras.
Yeah.
Arthur is still here. We
Yeah.
need to show you your watch, you know.
Yeah. So if anybody has any
We
questions,
didn't set the alarm this time, so
We
we're
didn't set the
getting a little
alarm.
bit
No.
distracted here.
yeah, but we're gonna wrap up the show here shortly, and we'll be back again this week. We have some technical prototype stuff to
Have a
maybe
look
show
at,
you.
we are
And,
still talking about watches, yeah.
All right, so we can talk about some watches.
Yeah, here. No. That's what we are talking about. This is when you spend money on this project, then you will get one of the 6 of these.
Yeah.
And you have
I have this
A
one
new
on.
prototype.
Yeah.
a next level.
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting better and better. And there we are.
So this is the latest technical prototype. Jonas
Yeah.
built it up the other day.
That's the gray.
Yeah, that's the great. So right now you only see one hour hand. That's because it's mirrored over top of itself. And we have the case back that Andy's showing here. Yeah, so on the front.
And rubber strap from
rubber strap.
made from the tooling. So not just 3D printed anymore. No, things look good. So the
Super pliable, very
Yeah.
soft, very nice. And yeah,
that's worth a couple of hundred putting on a line for a donation.
yeah, for sure. I mean, that one right there will be.
That's
And-
will be one of them. This will be
And
one
we
of
had
them,
people in the comments before asking to see the gray. This is the
That is
the
a
gray.
We
This
got
is the
it
finished
now.
gray.
Finally, we got out this. There was before there was too much yellow, and now I think it's perfect now.
Yeah. So it's yeah, really like we call it. It's a jet stream gray. Reminds you of cloud a little bit, and it's yeah, it's really
We
beautiful.
want to see that on the wrist. We have a wrist shot camera also. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I don't need the earphones.
yeah. And Jonas had warned us not to. Yeah, we just built this up recently, so we want to be gentle with the GMT function.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because as we said, it's a prototype mode right now, but yeah, it's maybe we can show a little bit of that.
Picking,
Yeah. Have to show some of that.
destroy stuff.
Just be careful right now. Yeah. So first position and so
Where are
Have
we?
to switch the
Different
camera.
camera.
There
Need
we
to
are.
get myself here.
there we are. We're up in the corner right now, and so Andy, I guess if you so
Wait, do that away.
we're just dialing in the settings here.
Yeah.
Everybody. And so as you can see, hand is jumping ahead. Now, the way that the hands are currently at, the positioning, they will actually be flipped around.
Yeah.
Because,
And it's very crisp now.
Yeah.
So that was the main issue we had last time, to make sure that this spring really ticks into the right place. As you see, there's some play around. Yeah, there's always some play. So, and the reversed is how you set the dial,
the date.
the date.
Yep.
Pretty advanced stuff,
And
GMT
then-
wise, you know.
Third position.
Third position is regular. So then it goes like that. Things work pretty good.
Yeah. So we have another case update coming. We'll also have, when you make these rubber straps, you actually create the mold for the strap first, the tooling, and then afterwards the case is adapted to the exact dimensions of the strap, and not the other way around. Many think that the strap is tuned to the case, but it's actually the case tuned to the strap. So we'll have an update there. Hands will be updated as well, and there'll be some more details in and around the bezel that are going to be updated into the next version. But so there'll be another prototype. So we'll have, we'll definitely have these 6 prototypes, one of each color, that we're going to be giving away to everybody who donates.
Yeah. I mean,
not everybody who donates. Sorry, I mean the 6 winners.
Yeah, the 6 winners
that donate. Yeah,
we would need a lot of watches then.
Man.
No, and current. I mean, the next couple of months until we actually get into series production is continuous improvement on all the small details, getting tolerances right. At the end of the day, it's just it's a game of tolerances. When you do not fuck up completely the design and product and the function itself, a complete flaw, then you need to dial in the tolerances, and that's what makes the function and stability and performance on the long run.
Yeah.
That's the hard part, and that's what we are doing for the next couple of months. And there are some parts which we already put in order, which we know will not be changed, and then the risky parts which still need some fine-tuning will be the latest parts. And an amazing project overall. Yeah. And since we can connect this with something good, I'm very happy about that. Any questions somewhere?
So Arthur says OBS works on Mac. Thank you very much, Arthur.
But I read that there are some things in Mac which you can't do with OBS.
Yeah, but the computer isn't crashing.
It's totally okay for me. I like Windows, and I like a Mac, Apple. I have an Apple phone here, and I'm not very much in the ideology anymore.
Yeah.
Computer-wise, I'm just stick with Windows.
Hey, Liam. Get your fingers crossed for the draw. Definitely, it's a
statistical question.
There's 570 entries so far, and we are over 22,000 tickets. $1
6
amounts.
out of 22,000.
Yeah,
that's the chance.
That's the chance right now.
Pretty good compared to lottery.
Yeah, that's if you get one. So if you bought more than one, you have a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as I mentioned before, it's there's only going to be 6 winners. So it's in our last one we had 3 watches, so we've doubled that since then, and we still have a whole other week to go. So there's we'll see how many more we generate. We hope that we generate more, because it isn't so much about watches, it's about sending food to Ukraine, and making sure that we help out people over there. They need this right now. And today we already purchased, or we're complete our purchase of just over €10,000.
Yeah.
And we'll do another one in times to come. So
the bank was in between us and closing the order.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. No, I mean some kind of bank.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you already have a prototype with the new sights?
New sights?
Oh, with the new sights. Oh, with the new sides.
Sights.
The case profile.
No, still
profile.
waiting. Still waiting for the supplier to do that, and once we have that, we get into another life.
Yeah, Liam, you might have to get some more. 25, it's it's considerable.
Yeah, sure.
25
Everything counts. Everything counts.
counts.
There's no, you can choose. That's how we do it. We actually increased that.
We increased it. We made because some people asked 500, and and we've actually had quite a few 500 ones there. We've had lots of 200s, lots of 100s, lots of 50s. Still a lot of $1, 10s, and 25. So it's really mixed. It's across the board. But if you're an odds person, typically you have better odds if you have more tickets in the pool.
I think we are about to close our live.
We're about to close our live.
We need to do an homage to our friends at the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Because we bought so much vegetable, and my friend here,
he's going to be in the kitchen.
He's going to be in the kitchen and do the kitchen thing, I love that guy. Oh.
Yeah.
That's the chef koch.
Mm-hmm.
So this time we try to end our live stream in the right way, because people complained that I'm cutting off just like that.
Every single episode.
And I still don't know how to do that correctly. So we are going now into the official goodbye page.
And a thank you as well.
And the thank you.
And you know what, Andy? I think the reason why we don't have that many people today is because of the time change.
Could be.
Because we have quite a few people joining for us from the USA, so by the time they're waking up in the morning, they're wake up
true.
like,
That's true.
oh man, the time changed.
We need to do more lives.
Yeah, we need to do more lives.
I probably just put my life alive. So what do I need to do now?
So what we want to say is,
We sit there
Yep.
and then
so I'm going to say thank you, everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, for joining the show. It was wonderful to have you here today. And then